method of business would persist until the formation of the National Wrestling Alliance in 1948. The NWA as a central governing body, with its singular, undisputed world champion, would be absolute and undeniable. This control, combined with the expansion of the interstate highway system, and the inevitable popularity and availability of regional television, would usher in an era of wrestling that was defined by what would come to be known as the territory system. The territory system would dominate wrestling for nearly 4 decades. While the borders, authority, popularity, and obedience of individual NWA territories was in a near constant state of flux, to this day the impact and influence of these territories is still felt. Each territory had its own signature promoter and star. While it is impossible to cram these characteristics into a static, concrete map, we are damn sure going to try anyway.
So open up your eyes way before it gets too late. Now one man, there's no way you can hit the street lights running, don't give a damn. A simple explanation that you'll never find. Sinners never sacrifice, we never leave love alone. Is hate really worth the price? Look at what we've done. Never care for compromise, always threatening someone's life, and it feels like the end of the world.
Good evening and welcome back to This Week in Wrestling, brought to you straight out of Indie Music Studios in Ronkonkoma, Long Island, New York.
Well done.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
All right.
What do you
Well,
got?
and to my right, we got Jimmy the Pharoah. How's it going, Jimmy?
Hey, how?
You know,
Can I do that, or is that insensitive?
I
How?
don't know.
I don't know how.
Better be careful.
Yeah, I better be careful. Go on before I get myself in more.
This is ESO. I'm
More
filling
trouble.
in for Mike Monty for the next couple weeks, and
Bruce.
let's get into this. So, I hear that The Rock had some words this week of wisdom for Roman Reigns.
I'd take my shades off to enhance how he did this, but I'd kill my gimmick, so I'm just going to leave my shades on. But the best part was some reporter obviously fishing for some stuff. Asked Rock about the head of the table scenario, and The Rock told the reporter, "You're looking in his eyes." First seed planted in what we all hope will be the Rock versus Roman Reigns at this year's WrestleMania. Where is that, by the way? Is that somewhere where they make films? By
I
any chance?
believe it is Hollywood, California.
Can you really not do this? You have to do this.
So,
You've got to do this, right?
So, where does that leave the Royal Rumble then?
Well, logically, that means that The Rock is going to come out and win the Royal Rumble. You know, sometimes it's not so bad to do the obvious. What do you think if they do this and everybody knows it's coming, the fans are going to go, "Oh, geez, it is The Rock, boo."
So
They're not doing that. They're going to be like, "Yeah!" You can't lose in this scenario.
Well, when do you think they have to start building that? After Survivor Series?
You know something? It's already so built in, and with the busy schedule of The Rock, combined with the fact that The Rock is just so great if you just give him a few minutes, I don't think you're going to need too much for The Rock and Roman Reigns to get everybody all hot and bothered in a very good professional wrestling sort of way. So I'm really not too worried about the build-up, because honestly, how long have we all been speculating about this? A couple of years, to be fair. I know Mike and I have. Oh, my God, have we speculated about this. The build-up is already there.
Yeah, I mean, even flirting with it on The Rock's TV show there, the Young Rock.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Very
doesn't that change
interesting.
a lot of things that people think are going to happen?
Well, what do people think are going to...
I always hear
What
that-
are you thinking?
I hear-
You're thinking what I'm thinking, right? The Rock and Roman. So what are people thinking?
I always hear that that's like when Cody Rhodes is supposed to be coming back.
Okay.
So wasn't that the?
Will we ever split up that world title? And how would we do that? Because I almost feel like at some point I would not be shocked nor bothered very much if Roman Reigns decided, while Heyman says it for him, of course, because Roman's tired. He's tired of carrying these two shows on his back. He wants a little relaxation. So we're going to do a draw. Oh, here. I'm done with this belt. I worked too hard to begin with.
I only
Boo! They're all booing Raw. Come on, he's so over anyway. I don't know.
I only want to work Fridays.
Yeah. Oh, we could do something like that. Yeah, we all know that Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. Wasn't that this story? Or Thursdays? Whatever the fuck day was. I can't remember.
Yeah,
the point is there.
Yeah, but I mean, Royal Rumble is such a good opportunity. There's so many opportunities for other guys to come back, like Cody Rhodes or or maybe a Randy Orton.
Sure. Cody Rhodes, like Randy, obviously, I think when he returns will beeline for a storyline with Matt. Either he's with him or something happens, and that's what I expect upon Randy's return. As far as Cody goes, we all expect world title stuff. So, yes, Cody's return will make this kind of cloudy if we're looking at Rock and Roman Reigns. But maybe the track is not meant to be this fast for Cody. How about them apples?
But what about Bray Wyatt, though? You don't think a world title's in his near future?
There's another guy who should be champion like yesterday. Yep. How'd you like that? Bray coming back. You see the lantern?
Yeah.
You got to love the lantern. Bray Wyatt, the Swamp Guy, is the greatest. The absolute greatest. By the way, how big was that return? That's one of the biggest returns ever in the history of the damn company. The way that one came across. Did you like those costumes, though? I gotta ask quick. Did you like those costumes? I'm not sure about the rabbit. I'm looking at the rabbit costume.
And then it was a little confusing when you saw the Fiend at the end.
I kind of like that, though. What a swerve. Nobody else is going to play the Fiend. That'd be stupid.
Exactly. Well, that's why I was like, why did...
Wait, fake Fiend. Like fake Razor and fake Diesel. Yeah, that would go over like a lead balloon.
Well, we're gonna get into that a little bit in a little bit, but
okay.
So we had Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Yeah, the murky Ring of Honor World Championship. What is this? What does this all mean? When the ratings for you know, look, the purist is going to say on paper, and I actually agree, that Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan for the Ring of Honor World Championship on AA Dynamite is fire. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, guess what? The ratings went down. What does that tell you?
Number one,
everybody switched over to watch the return of Bray Wyatt on Monday. They were already burnt out. They were like, screw it. Few less fans.
And honestly, they don't value the world title as much. I mean, we want to. It has to be more special. We're seeing.
Look at how it's been presented, the Ring of Honor World title. Yeah. What is going on? Do you have a clear idea of what that's all about?
I have absolutely no idea.
Nice.
Who's in Ring of Honor? Who's in AEW? Who's in what?
Right. I think Samoa Joe's in Ring of Honor. That might be a safe guess, but
who's on first there?
Yeah, who's on first? No, Samoa Joe's our shortstop. Go ahead. Wow, that's a big shortstop.
Yeah,
how do you hit the ball past Samoa Joe?
So this is the
probably
part,
very easily.
This is the part we really wanted to discuss, and that's who we think the Bray Wyatt 6 are going to be.
Wow, very interesting. Well, logically, I'm hearing Bo Dallas is back, and that makes me very happy because I always love Bo Dallas. Hearing that he might be the Rabbit, which would make sense if Bray's characters from his Funhouse are coming to life because Joe Rabbit always got, abused. So I could almost see, and since Bo was kind of goofy, although very cool. There's something about I love Bo Dallas. It's cool. It's cool goofy. I don't know. He comes across pretty cool to me. And he's going to finally be with his brother. But I could see him playing that role of where, the little brother gets, kind of like kicked around and stuff. It would make sense to poor Rabbit. Liv Morgan might be Sister Abigail. Did you notice next to Sister Abigail, there was a WWE Women's Championship belt?
No, I did not notice that.
Yeah, very interesting. So, and I'm thinking that Liv Morgan just had that. You remember when Liv Morgan last time, before this push that she's enjoyed over the last few months, had her low ceiling where she collapsed and she just wasn't winning at all? She went through a psycho temper tantrum. So I can see she might be involved in that. So there's a couple. Rowan, can we get Rowan back here, please?
So how about
you
know how a few weeks ago when they were going through the clues, Gacy came up there?
I believe that.
So
I actually think Joe Gacy's an excellent pig.
Yeah, I just was thinking.
I mean, it was, you know what I mean? To play the pig.
It was already there.
Joe Gacy's he's out there.
To.
Yeah, I could see that.
What about his?
What about Grayson Waller?
Yeah.
Or is it Grayson Waller? Am I saying? It's probably Grayson Waller.
So
Me and
how
my
about maybe
pronunciations.
like an Alexa Bliss coming back to him?
Yeah, well, I could see her being part of it.
She's in limbo right now.
She is in limbo. And she was great with Bray, by the way.
Yeah, I love that.
What the frig? She's awesome when she's with Bray.
That thing with the black stuff coming out of her.
Yes, she was excellent with Bray, no doubt.
What about somebody that we're on the verge of, we're seeing a lot, but we really don't know much about?
Who's this?
Dexter.
Dexter Loomis. Interesting. Yeah, he's out there. He could be somebody. I could see that. Yeah, just collect all the wackadoos. Right? Wait a minute, how come they haven't called me? I should be there.
There you go.
I should be part of Wyatt's Sinister Sixth. That'd be cool.
Who else do you think that's on the roster right now might be a good candidate?
You know what's weird? I now I'm strictly going by look, and I think he'd make a splendid rabbit to be like, kicked around and burned alive and all those other things they do. Cameron Grimes would fit the Wyatt family and look so well. That's just you know who I speak of. Yeah. Perfect. And a character. He's actually a really funny dude. So I could see him being a rabbit.
So I'm thinking
Why
maybe like an Otis.
Otis?
He's
the pig then.
Yeah.
What else is he playing?
Well,
He's not playing
right now.
Who's the buzzard? You know who I think should be the buzzard?
He's already on. He's on the headphones in the back, right?
Where? Who?
The guy with the big nose in the back.
The guy with the big nose in the back?
Triple H.
Dude, that ain't no buzzard. You're picking on the lead vulture. What are you doing? That ain't no buzzard. Oh my God. No, remember who that Dominic? I can't even say his last name. Djokovic. And then later on, he became part of that They changed his stupid name and stuff. But that guy could be a great buzzard. I'm serious. That guy's built like a and Mercy the Buzzard, I think, was the meanest one of all his characters in the Funhouse. Really was very sadistic, Mercy, from what I remember. There was no mercy with Mercy.
So do you see any of the old Strowman guys coming back to him? Or, I mean, the old Wyatt family coming back to him?
The saddest part is, I would like to see Rowan. I think that'd be great. Strowman would always be a welcome addition to the Wyatt family. He fit. He was fine. The saddest part is my favorite member outside of Bray is gone. And that's the great, great, great Luke Harper.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He was fantastic.
So, well, Jimmy, we're just about out of time tonight.
Nice job, brother. Very nice. Yeah, it's been a great week in wrestling. I hope people are really enjoying what's happening right now because I think some special stuff is going on.
So, you want to take us on out of here?
I certainly will. You've been watching This Week in Wrestling, and until next week in wrestling. Later.
Later.